The production will oblige us. As fighting PandaS versus Gambit. Let's get it on.
Oh, we're gonna have a fight.
Yep, started off all for the top. Like AUI wants to back himself out. GPK, he got in there and took the bounty rune. There's gonna be 3 in favor of Gambit. FNG slow will only. Okay, GPK,
Give him high five. Don't let him hang.
Yeah, don't get that cocky. Like, you let that hang, man.
So Alchemist, huh, Toby?
Yeah, let's talk about this, Lacoste. Is there any other? Let's ignore Eternal Envy because this is a better way to look at this game of Dota. What else do you think is important on the map right now? Is there any nicer heroes? Any other critical things we should be looking at, which isn't going to be in a jungle?
Courier, he's gonna get it.
No.
Kind of disappointed. Yeah, well, Alchemist is one of the few heroes in the game who actually can get punished every single time he dies. It feels like it's much worse because he's losing so much more gold.
So who punishes him? Let's not talk about Alchemist. Like,
that's
who punishes him?
That's the problem. I don't see a hero in this game that can contest his farm once he goes back to the jungle. He's the most vulnerable between 7th and 11th minute mark. This is where he farms his Radiance gold, and he has 2 saves to work with. Usually it's only like 1 save, and now he has Treant Protector with the armor, and you have also a batting sitting behind you. So if they hit their timings right, I could see this game ending in 20 minutes because Gambit heroes are extremely slow. You have this Earthshaker who wants to buy a Blink Dagger. You have Naga Siren. She needs farm.
It feels like you've got almost more pressure on Naga Illusions to get out there and make sure you at least know where the Alchemist is heading. Also, just a fun matchup too, where the Puck was able to match up against that Viper on the bottom lane, which is giving us this, what seems to be more of the standard when you put Magnus as a mid. Now it's like Alchemist versus a Naga in mid, melee versus melee.
Earthshaker is a good hero that can rotate, but he needs one more hero to play with. So if they put more pressure on the side lanes between that, they also need to set the good vision in their own jungle just to protect the Alk. Also, they can also get some stacks going on.
And Bryle's doing everything he can to make sure Shah's low. While phase shift is down. He's forced all the way back to his tier 1.
This bottom lane is really hard for them. You have double slow. I see Treant going for 101 build. They don't even need the extra slow. A lot of harassment. And it feels like AUI just wants to have a global presence with that armor, protecting the either a side lane or Envy if they decide to make a rotation.
I didn't really see how far behind the CS Envy is. Obviously, like an Alchemist can get bigger later on, but it's 14-8 to a 9-1 Alchemist in mid.
And do you want to make a movement before the 5-minute mark? Maybe get a kill, secure those bounty runes for your Alchemist. I think I've said Alchemist like 15 times already.
You have. But it's fine. Rotations? No. Just TPing to a tier 1. There's a little bit of farm to be had underneath and couldn't walk back.
If he missed that CS, it's not worth it.
But he didn't. He got it. What a dream. He's trying to make the most of Eternal Envy before he's got any kind of high regeneration. But, oh wait, hang on, no, there's a Treant Protector on your team.
One thing that concerns me about Alk is the nerf that he got in the previous patch, 722, where he doesn't have mana regen on his Chemical Rage. That's the biggest one. I think you definitely need a Soul Ring to actually be able to use your spells. I don't see it queued up for Envy right now. And you're also going to be playing against Diffusal Blade on Naga Siren.
Brad just got really hurt by Axis Vampire's movement. Was able to kill the Courier heading towards the bottom lane. I think they had Mango Stick and something extra on it for change. It's just messing with the income of this Viper, even though his CS is still pretty good. Trying to stay in front of the Bloodseeker. This top lane, GPK and FNG have just been trying to go all out. Not burn into snaking, but it's very difficult to get a kill. Moon's done so much range harass damage with Thunderstrike that they just can't get close. And they don't really have control, right? Like until you get like level 6 on the Bloodseeker, you don't really have that much intimidation.
You need to be careful about sitting on really low HP when playing against the Bloodseeker, especially on the side lanes. And a lot of harassment also on the mid on this Alchemist. No mana, no HP. Because Bloodseeker will get that move speed and attack speed, which gives them kill potential. I think Maiden also has a 1-1-1 build to keep them inside the Blood Right for a guaranteed silence and the damage. Visibility.
And this gets to be a nice passive start to an early game. 10 seconds till bounty runes, so that may be some point of contest. I like how also 2-3 minutes ago you were just like, yeah, bounty runes in 5 minutes. Just no, that's where we go next.
So far, Gambit got 2.
And they did. There's still one floating up in the top river. GPK dropping very, very low. He's having a hard time getting away from Moon as well as snaking. Putting down the blood right. He will not get anywhere near enough damage to return the favor, and now even FNG. Moon and Snaking gonna work together. FNG gets the frostbite out, so Snaking will go down. FNG tries to hide in the trees. Moon gonna lock himself on the wall. And thanks to Thunderstrike, Moon will get the maximum experience.
Extra level from that. Already level 4, 5.5 minutes.
But he's dead.
Here comes GPK.
I was like, I need more movement speed. Glimpse him further away.
Goes back GPK. And AOI is just playing the heal dude at this point. Envy will be stacking some jungle for himself, but they need to be careful about this because Naga Siren is invading the small camp on the side.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking of early on, what I was kind of wondering if it would happen. Like, if the Naga illusions, like, you can't contest Envy directly, but maybe you can just attack what he wants, which is these creeps. You just need the illusions to come down. So Tree and Protector sits in the lane, tries to keep him back, or at least tries to make sure there's not too many sacks to be taken. Yeah, Dream straight up contested.
This is pretty big.
Especially the Lord Golems, right? That's always so much extra money.
Well, at least AOI is having fun. Like, he's getting the XP from the neutrals, from the mid lane as well.
Oh, top lane Moon. Axis Vampire. With that rotation in, Snaking's trapped on the wrong side of the river, but then again, if you can get the kill onto FNG, maybe worth it. Axis Vampire, so much more to work with. The wall doesn't come up in time.
Courier?
Also, yep.
This is it.
Hey, this is the MASH unit right here. We move to the front lines. So all out is, it feels like the Pandas are definitely getting ahead. There's a big problem though with like the top CS being the Naga Siren. Some of that is still jungle creeps because she's been taking it from the side, but a lot of it has just been the mid lane. Double the CS of the Alchemist, and then probably not even... Okay, 3.7k to the 2.2k is the net worth difference.
They already placed the Observer Ward on their hill so they can see the entrance to their jungle. If they keep them busy, just give Alchemist... He needs 4 or 5 minutes to farm this Radiance. Didn't have the best start, but he's doing all right.
No, Dream's gone bush as well. Even picking up broom handles inside the jungle. You know what, that would actually be a funner thing, is if you can actually steal the items from the other side of the river. So invading in across the river would at least remove some of the whole, like, well, you get 3 RNG items which will drop from these neutrals which don't belong to you.
Well, we need Pudge to be able to hook neutral items, so you just steal it from far away. That's the buff that he needs.
To make Pudge relevant?
Yeah, right now he's in a really bad state. No XP talent.
Yeah, so many heroes die for an XP talent loss. Not gonna say his name, but press F for respect.
Well, I could name few.
Please don't. It's sad, man. Don't name it. It's sad.
What's the worst one? Like,
The worst one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Worst position is Snaking, surrounded by 3 players with no extra support to come and help him out, and doesn't have a level 6 yet. On this Abaddon, an FNG, yep, Mango it up, try and break free, but Snaking, way too much damage. Good chain control as well that can come in from Gambit. And this is what I like about their lineup. Yep. When they run CMs, when they run ES, is they're always going to have more stuns.
They realize that they can't kill anyone on the bottom lane. Bryle has 3 points in the corrosive skin. But see the item? Iron Tree, not too bad. It's going to give him some extra stats, +7. But yeah, Puck can't be killed on the bottom lane, so ES decides to rotate to the top lane, and also they don't threaten any kill on Puck. Now he's the one being on the mid lane.
You see where Envy moved, like he's just moved right underneath the Dire Observer Ward, a bit further to the north. Knows that Dream continues to engage into the jungle. This kind of messes up Bryle's movements too. Glimpse back, well, it's problematic for Dream. He does not have the ultimate skilled up, but he's got TP support coming in. FNG arriving, so Dream will cop a fair chunk of damage, but the threat from PandaS against a very farmed up Naga, not really that high.
AUI just enjoying his time on the mid lane, already level 6, pre-10-minute mark. Like, you can see what they want to do in this game. Just get Alchemist farm, get that Radiance up, and then start going for towers.
Bryle really low. Excess Vampire's trying to get that last bit of physical damage in through the Living Hammer as Dream stands his ground there too. But the chain's done into Moon Meander. Have they got another control? FNG is so low on life. He stays out of range of the Overgrowth, which AUI lets rip right now. As this Vampire, too much damage from the tower. He will end up falling.
This one's on Bryle. He definitely saw them TPing. Like, what are they going to do? They're just going to stick around, try to get a kill on you.
This is all happening though because we are 20 seconds away from having the outpost open up. Snaking, trying to break free. Shashlo jumps in. They will break out the ultimate, and Snaking is burning a lot more life back. Dream Coil, wow, okay. You're committing that before the outposts are coming in. And Bryle's going to TP to the north because Treant's already sitting on the bottom outpost. Right now, the Fighting Pandas, they want to be able to get both of the outposts. GPK, he's already TPing away in the illusionary jump away. Yep, that's going to be both. Going the way of Radiant.
That's actually huge, especially with the Alk. I didn't see how many bounty runes they picked up, but in terms of net worth, the game's pretty even at the moment. And now, Envy gets the Mud Golems.
This is Outpost. This is the vertical climb.
Give everything you have to Alk. Faded Brooch, Iron Talon, and
your soul.
And the tree, yeah. So he's gonna be the ultimate raid boss. He's gonna be the main focus of Gambit, but they have living armor to work with. You have a Photic Shield, which is level 7 at this point.
And even the initial magical jump you'd get from something like an ES is still not enough. And what's he gonna do? He'll stand his ground inside the Dream Coil. So it feels like you need to be able to out-sustain an Alchemist in damage. At least this is a nice approach from Dream. Make sure he burns through the living armor so Tree and Protector just can't keep this tier 1 tower alive. This allows them to at least potentially control that bottom outpost, but it comes at a trade-off of their own.
Mid lane. The problem is they don't have any kind of burst damage, and there's a lot of sustain from PandaS.
Yeah, mid tier 1's are real low. I think it's actually within deny range, but they want to get it back up with living armor. Meanwhile, Moon and Bryle having the time of their lives up on the top lane. No one is contesting this.
Illusions will not be that effective against the Radiance Miss. Bryle also working towards his Maelstrom.
Ruptures out. Bryle's having some trouble. He'll have to walk himself out of the bottom right. That's not going to happen. Static Storm as well as Shield. Bryle begins his TP out. And the stun. FNG's too far away. The Echo from Excess Vampire.
Not on time.
Nope.
So they traded one big ulti for another. They're going to get a kill on Moon Meander with the coil.
Not what they wanted, though. They wanted a lot more than this. Just a kill here and there doesn't mean you can cross the jungle and contest the Alchemist.
One issue that PandaS will have in the mid game is trying to split push, dealing with the Naga split push. They don't have the best heroes.
Love me some jelly.
Are we going to start talking about cakes again?
No.
Toby, you promised no cakes.
No. Just jelly by itself. That's royal. And they're bringing more support to the bottom lane now. Tier 1 towers. PandaS are looking. With Moon and AUI behind him. You don't have the Static Storm up just yet. But they still know they've got enough get-out-jail free cards for a Viper to pressure the tier 1 tower and ensure no outpost shenanigans.
Naga is keeping up with Alchemist farm. And here it comes, 13-minute Radiance. It's time to group up. You can see the drawing on the minimap. Let's go. They want to take a tier 1 tower on. Let's see where they decide to move. He's still in the jungle at the moment. Seems like it's going to be tier 1 tower on mid.
Walking right into Gambit. FNG's going to be the close one. Excess Vampire needs to get that Fidget block down right now and keep him out. Bryle, he is on the eastern side. FNG letting it go. FNG just pulled back with a glimpse. Cancelling off. Dream does have his Mana Star ready to fight. GPK nearby too, but who do you want? Envy with that fresh Radiance. Sitting in the middle of the engagement. Fidget should be back up again. Moon Meander caught in the back lines. Dream able to do that, just letting his illusions finish the job. As Envy has the concoction stun ready to go, uses the illusions to get rid of it, so no self-stun. But this was PandaS looking to initiate, but it was the top tier 1 tower that was being pressured by Shashlo.
The thing is, they don't have a good hero against Puck other than Disruptor to actually kill him. So what he's going to do is just going to be split pushing, buying time, trying to delay this push as much as possible. And Naga has that Manta style, so more illusions, more split push to deal with. It's going to be hard. I don't think they're going to be able to hit their timings. And also, Disruptor, he needs to save that ulti to either kill the puck or Naga. I think the primary target is Naga here because she's going to cancel the whole fight with her ulti.
Thinking about Song of the Siren. UI is staying on top of him for the moment. Wait out the wall. Keep the run going. But the illusions cause the issues. Now that you're kind of mentioning it, oh, Tree, is he going to be okay down there? Fissure block is holding him in position. Nexus Vampire keeps the chain stun up, allowing Dream to get all that damage in that he wants to. And you can see Gambit, they want to keep fighting. They're looking for more. But it's dangerous to move that close to the tier 2 tower.
As long as you can delay this Alchemist, I mean, it's I'm not going to call a single core lineup because Viper can't scale, but it looks like an all-in.
Dire are scanning.
Like post 30-minute mark, I'm going to say that Gambit is going to win.
Really? Still feels like at least the D push should be good, depending on the itemization as well for the Viper. I always feel like Viper can just clean up waves so quickly once he gets leveled. Of course, the Alchemist loves it. Aghanim Scepters all around. Maybe you get your eyes in the forest.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, they can scale. Yeah, if this game drags. In this patch, we don't see too many long games, even during the one esports.
Yeah, we never hit 70. We hit 65 minutes
exactly.
at one in Singapore. Yeah, we were hoping it would go for 70.
We wanted to see those tier 5 items.
It just doesn't happen though. Like there's too many ending ways, and now Glimpse, whoop, Nexus Vampire, pull back in again. He really doesn't want to die. He's so close to getting his Blink Dagger. Hilariously enough, doesn't go down that much money, a lot of it being reliable gold. Tier 1 tower on bottom, that living armor, sorry, tier 2. Does not survive very long, even fortifying it up. But Shashlo is ready to fight too. The tier 1 tower in mid lane is looking to be the trade-off as Crystal Maiden being hunted. She's going to get Glimpse back in the mid lane. And FNG does as much damage in return. And tier 2 tower still goes the way of Dream, and that tier 1 tower mid, not a lot of damage has been done to it. It's down by 50%, but the rest of it will now come.
Yeah, the tier 2 tower on the bottom has fallen, but Treant is just there having the global presence with the armor. Now it's BKB that Alchemist just bought, so he does not need to care about nether damage coming out from Puck nor Earthshaker, and the Earthshaker doesn't even have a Blink Dagger yet.
I'm really loving the way that Dream is always sending his illusions to the mid lane. Like PandaS are pushing mid. All right, what are we going to do? Take out all the cams that are nearby. Do not let this Alchemist have any kind of space, and you can just do this with no risk to yourself.
Now it's go time for Gambit. They have Blink on Earthshaker. They just want to finish the Diffusal Blade on Naga. She also picked up one item, Ring of Aquila, huh? Not too bad.
You'll take it. So is it, like, does Radiant need to push? Like, you said, like...
They want to take a fight, but Naga does not allow them.
Because she still needs more time, right? Shashlo. Don't need to throw out the Fissure for that one.
And that's
so 2 blinks, yeah.
Yep.
So Gambit want to fight. They haven't revealed the fact these items are up and running just yet. But FP should be ready for this too, right? They should be looking for it.
Right now, they're only showing 3 heroes at the top, 1 about to join them. Still Treant on the bottom lane.
Imclaw? Probably toss that one over to the Viper.
I mean, you can always try to force a fight near the Roche if the enemy team does not want to take a fight, and they have a good lineup to do so. With Viper, with some extra minus armor from Medallion on Treant and Alchemist.
Just under 16-minute buy time for the Maelstrom. Not too shabby for a Bloodseeker, who really would like to be having himself a fight, but this smoke movement from Gambit is well off the mark. Now PandaS will try one of their own, all 5 heroes together. The outpost on the top has been taken up. But who do they want to go on? There's still Illusions checking out, and FNG. Oh, you are so happy if you're Gambit on this. Like, FNG can die every single day if he reveals a 5-man smoke gank. But look at the TPs coming. PandaS, they want the north. And Gambit will take the south. Quickly, Puck moves down there, making sure there's a split push going.
FNG will take that trade anytime. smoke for his death.
Oh my god, Envy gets so much money from just, like, he got 2 stacks. Like 2 stacks inside the Dire jungle, and he just went up. I think it was like 1,000 gold. A little bit over 1,000 gold. Man, Bryle. Dream showing he's got a lot of damage to give. Diffusal Blade is ready with the Mana Style, even the Broomstick backpacked. While AUI in deep. Does someone have some reveal? Yeah, he's just putting down the GG branch, give him something extra to run through, but their Sentry was down, running right into the already planted one with the extra silences. AUI would also fall. While in mid, it looks like they're still trying to initiate 2. Dream doesn't want to give this up. Moon puts down the ulti, but look at him die. Dream doesn't even care. His illusions get tickled.
I have 2 questions for you, Toby. Was that Viper, was that Disruptor? Because they just disappeared, man. Dream at this point
was it just an illusion?
So strong, yeah.
Yeah, just got punched in the face.
I think they missed their timings. They couldn't group up, even though it's only 1k lead for Gambit. When you're playing Alchemist lineup, if you're not 5 to 10,000 gold ahead, you're not ahead.
Well, it's when like you see lineups like this, like they start to just kite out the Alchemist, right? Like you just you're able to ensnare, you're able to frostbite, you rupture him, you control him, and then deal with everybody else. If they don't have the farm, if Alchemist is taking it from everywhere on the map, you put everything into this guy. But if you can't deliver the effective net worth, then it's not effective.
It's the same concept as when you're playing with Tinker in your team, where he takes all the farm on the map and then dies 1-2 times, and suddenly the game just feels over.
Yeah. That's why I'm interested to see, like, just how much more influence Envy's able to have. Like, if it's Gambit trying to kite, like, if we look for the 4 stars, if we look for maneuverability, if they just feel like what they've already got is enough. Like, he's building in for the Assault Cuirass. So he is being the fighter. It's a normal item build for Eternal Envy, but I don't know, like Blink, like obviously you don't need Blink and Abyssal, like something along these lines that's able to let him be forcing an engagement from Gambit to make them target him. Is that possible?
They don't have a hero to initiate a fight with. The only thing is Glimpse back. Yep. You don't want to waste a slot on Blink Dagger on Alk at this point.
You almost need to have like a clumsy net on AUI, and then like this will be a better way to initiate. Because Bra will only get a little bit of slow out, and then you could just reset. But we still haven't seen a single song. So even if PandaS do start this one up, what do we got? That's a very long glimpse. Excess Vampire pulled back in again. Just trying to keep the chains done so we get some time to blink, but with the Thunderstrike on top of him. Hard to get. 5 seconds before Glimpse is back up again in GPK. I wouldn't wave at him. If he can see you, into the wall, into the trees, that's a very long glimpse, all the way back over towards Eternal Envy. Quick little silence over on Snaking. Dream Call thinks about committed from Shashlo with the 3-man silence as well as hit. He'll drawn himself away. GPK caught out. Rupture also making his play, but GPK trying to get back to the tier 1 tower. Underneath the Blood right there, really diving in. Envy wants his kill, but the BKB just protects the Bloodseeker for so long. It was AUI who was ruptured up. No, couldn't see him in the trees.
But I'm not going to say wasted, but they invested a lot of time to get a kill on Earthshaker. It's going to be a tier 1 tower, and look at the top lane. Yeah, it's the trade-off. Siren just trading the tier 1 for tier 1 tower. Also illusions spawning on top. They're going to need BOTs on one of the heroes, but the question is who wants to buy it, and yeah, you have BOTs, you want to be at that lane where Naga Siren is, but she threatens a kill on you. So this is just one ensnare, you're done.
This is starting to feel like a 50-minute game, where Gambit just...
God, that's a full butterfly. Sorry, Toby.
No, you're all good, man. Like, the Naga's just getting so huge that no one could really deal with it, but it doesn't also feel like Gambit have great high ground pressure. They need to win a fight against fighting PandaS, which means they need to get through everybody, but why do that? You can just accept the status quo. Yeah, the kill count's pretty low, less than a kill a minute. That's very unusual for Dota. And you just split push it. BT's up for Puck. Like, he's ready to do this exactly the same thing.
We're really not in split push meta, but it
feels like it could work.
Yeah, like if this is the way to win. Soloing Roche 23 minutes in, not too bad.
So this is a way like maybe they can get up, where Dream is just so damn huge and you just giving him 2 lives. So you either take out the remaining outer towers or force a fight, or you think about breaking the high ground.
They will definitely try to take a fight now. With that Aegis, I mean, even without it, I doubt they can still take out Siren before she can get her spells off. Because there's no burst damage on PandaS at this moment.
Look at Shashlo's just like taunting AUI. It's like, I don't even care where you are. because he knows he's on bottom lane. Like, this is what AUI did best. Remember when we always play like the Lenas on the side lanes?
Yeah.
Like, I'll play the very rogue guy that just goes, sits in the tree lanes. He has Shadow Blades or Glimmer Capes back then. Now he's got Tree Protector, which is, well, OP for movement. What, +1 mirror image illusion. All right. Let's make more Nagas.
They're already having issues with dealing with those illusions. Alchemist bought Maelstrom. Like, he wants that Mjolnir for extra procs.
Well, he needs to be the clearance, right? Like, it's not like he's going to be able to Battle Fury. So he needs something a little stronger that can progress.
I mean, I believe he picked up the Cleave talent on level 15.
Yeah, that'll work.
This'll come in handy.
And thanks to his rate of income, the Mjolnir won't be too far off. Shrine grabs. Outpost grabs. Both now belong to Gambit, but they didn't have them at the 25.
Outlander grabs.
Bryal, BKB. Already out and snaking. And he's just got no mana to work with Song of the Siren. They'll trigger for a moment. There's actually a courier just sitting on top of the shop.
Moon Meander places Observer Ward, wanted to get a good glimpse, but yeah, that's gonna get de-warded.
And we go back to status quo. Rotation happens. Song of the Siren used to reset. GPK don't even want to get involved. Like, he's on bottom lane. Like, until his basher is done. Maybe he's not feeling like it's worth getting in. There's a lot of farm on the map to be had. And Excess Vampire. Well, 4 stars, but still gonna die. Moon had that final tick.
I think it's go time. They want to...
It's a DD.
Yep.
Definitely go time. But what do you go on? Like,
There's
you're gonna run
Roche. they would love to kill the Roche right now.
You're gonna run down mid. It's just like, hey, it's go time, but wait, objective choices.
Wait, there's no Roche.
Choices are limited here. Hey, Amber, you could farm jungle a little faster. And now we've got a Paladin sword. I feel like these BKBs are being so liberally used too, and we're so early in the game. For a game that could drag out, like through split push, through D push, like this is just like,
yep.
It's a nightmare for any team that really wants to take a proper objective on the map.
And it's second BKB pickup on Gambit. Naga just finished hers. Like, she's gonna be so hard to take down.
Because of the net worth on the Disruptor, it's almost impossible he's going to get an Aghanim Scepter during this game. So they won't even be as concerned. Means overgrowth control is just almost nothing on the Naga.
Some chip damage, but it's not effective since you're playing against Treant Protector. I want to see a team fight, Toby.
No, not allowed it. Naga is a no-fun hero. Alchemist is a no-fun hero. You know, I actually always like the old resolution build in Alchemist. You remember when you got like the armlet first Alchemist? You get like yeah, it was like I think it was like armlet blink into Abyssal.
No,
so it's like full-on mass stun.
No acid spray, just max stun.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we're combat boys. Oh, these illusions just forcing AUI off the bottom lane. This is when I don't know how you leave your base properly. Like, who can deal with this? Like,
is this what we came to?
Is this what you came to see? Are you not entertained? Yeah, it's the Maelstrom. Like, say, double Mjolnirs. They know what they need to do.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Enchanted Quiver.
Picked it up in time.
Everyone's gonna be
no, you can't deny it with the illusions. So you can't deny. It's actually a sad thing you can't do that, right? You can't deny those neutral drops.
You think it would be balanced?
Well, I just think it'd be hilarious. Like if you got something like a bounty hunter sitting behind, it's like wait for drop the neutral.
Well, there's a reason why these invisible heroes got nerfed. So you can't kill the couriers.
So this doesn't seem like okay. So we're protecting the courier life, and it feels like you've just destroyed a way of invisible life. Where's Ricky? Where's Ricky?
Well, we can't see him. What a joke, huh? So funny.
right, Gambit. This Aegis the Immortal has been like totally burnt through. We were just waiting for the next one. Skadi is the next item build up from Dream. Alchemist is still the #1 net worth, but he doesn't have a huge lead. Normally this is about 10k in front when you're 30 minutes into a game, but right now it's pretty low.
Look at this damage. I mean, it's not all about the damage, it's about burning your mana. All these heroes are extremely limited. I talked about Alchemist not having mana regen on his ulti. Also Abaddon, if you have no mana, you're pretty much useless.
It's going to take too long. The GG branch just got planted down, so they know AUI is there to try and take the outpost. Dream, Shashlo and FNG both initiate quickly. AUI, silence for so long, could never get the overgrowth off, and the ensnare. Bryle has to BKB, but GPK's here. Anyone get themselves to stun?
There's the bash.
Got the damage output as well. Even with BKB, there is no layer of protection. And up on the top lane, that's where the remaining 3 heroes from PandaS are fighting hard. And
the force staff.
But Eternal Envy, Snap was so damn short. Now get the Chemical Rage, and we'll see if Envy is really a fighter or a lover. Moonmiend has already gone down. Snaking, control him. Now the blood right out too. Snaking totally burned dry. Still has the ultimate. They just changed the target. Killing off Eternal Envy. Shashlo will jump back in again. And the PandaS are all dying. They are extinct. Someone teach these people how to mate. Gambit only lose 1 in order to take that fight.
I'm surprised they still decided to take that fight after losing 2 of the heroes. We can see that Alchemist is extremely strong. Once he pops that ulti and the Mjolnir on himself, he actually deals a lot of damage, especially if there's no BKBs on Gambit. But sadly, that fight was only 3 versus 5.
And now Gambit have got the exact window they wanted. A 10k gold advantage. Swings up on the board half an hour into this game.
The thing is, all the lanes are going to be pushed in. Chip damage, not as important in those towers because of the treant, but you're scouting things out with illusions, with your Manta style, and once the Roche pops, they're going to go for Roche. And you can't threaten the Roche because of the Siren. No burst damage, she's going to be able to use ulti reset, come back.
Yep. Naga will just walk at you. That's how she makes sure that you don't take Roshana from him. And all this extra survivability is meant to come from like Living Armor, the Treant Protector. Equates to almost nothing as Naga just perseveres, and at 31 minutes and a bit, all outer towers have been taken down, and Gambit feel like they've got the reins of this match.
They also have Aghanim Scepter on Puck, and they have a gem, so they want to get rid of all the vision. Skadi completed all these small pieces coming into play. Roche.
Like, you want to hand some of those items over to anyone? I'm fairly certain CM will take it.
Regeneration!
Eternal Envy. Where does he find the opening? He's meant to be enabled by his team, now snaking and snared up. Gonna lose all of that mana all over again. Such drainage problems from the fighting PandaS. And now Envy, initiated on Echo's Vampire. Envy, he's got no mana against the BKB up, but he's already so damn low, but the regeneration's kicking in, snaking, low on life, overgrowth to try and hold Dream there, but Song of the Siren, GPK, just trying to isolate Envy because he was still BKB'd up. But Gambit, they're just saying we don't want this, the glimpse, they're getting the pull back, it's gonna be Dream, and they just have to count their losses here, Gambit.
Kill.
621 gold, and it all goes to Eternal Envy.
Can they chase for more? They're pinging out Shrine.
I don't think they
Naga has a buyback if needed, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, she's actually short.
She's out.
1,400 gold.
Well, Roshan's not available just yet. Still got some time, but they're locking the Echo Slam! Echo's Vampire starting it all up at Brass. There's the BKB. Now they stand their turf. Gambit, they really think the Roshan was being done. They just blindly jumped in, lose another 2, blow huge abilities.
I mean, we've seen $1 million Dream Coil, but yeah, this Echo Slam.
No, that was one of those times like, oh, I landed on community chest, but I'm paying income tax. I'm not gaining any money.
This was something else. I mean, it's kind of a play that you want to risk just in case. Maybe steal the Roche. If you just deny the Aegis, it's worth it. But right now...
But you had no information. You had nothing to work with. Hey, nerf of Mango Tree now revealed right here, but no one actually got Mango Tree.
They need to play around his BKB on Alchemist. If they decide to use Rupture just to keep him in place, reset after he pops that BKB and then go in.
Well, the big man is up. Naga in 10 seconds can TP out. Over to Water Try. Moon's just doing the vision. Oh, that's nice.
DD.
Oh, thank you, Ice Frog.
I can see Ice Frog sitting in Seattle in his office, just clicking the buttons.
Oh no, Shashlo, thank you, Ice Frog. That's the way you don't leave nice things sitting in rivers. It's almost a shame it actually had to go to the puck, because Rorschach is now an option for Gambit.
It took them too much time. I mean, it's a long spawn on Roche. Also, bottom lane is pushing in.
Looking for AUI once more. Dream Coil is out. Doesn't catch out Snaking. Snaking trying to help him out, but a nice forced up. Actually triggering the coil. So AUI dead pretty quickly. Will instantly buys back into the game. Needs to give his presence. The concoction only setting up Illusion's Dream. So going to get back, and despite his GPK was in the back lines, he's losing so much life so fast. But more support needs to also arrive. Where's your help? Excess Vampire, something want to give. You already blew the big ultimate brow. Low on life, but where's the damage? He's trying to get it out, but they just hold him there. Envy, he's got the Son of Elbow, Song of the Siren. He's going to end up stunning himself. Dream gets a little bit of extra distance away. So Envy doesn't stun himself, but now, whoa! Puck, yeah, okay. He's just, it's fine. It's all fine here.
He went in silence just so that they can't use the glimpse back if they had any vision.
Now they go for Roshan, but now Echo Slam is up. Song of the Siren isn't, and that's probably what they're more happy about. But Naga Illusions can scout out, same with the Orb. FNG's got his own attacks. Moving to the north, ready to let it go. They can just hold him inside the pit. Excess Vampire, great Fisher block. Holding the two of them inside of Roshan. Browse him there as well. FNG now lets it go. Where's the extra hit? Envy as well, snaking so low. So is Roshan. Down to 50 HP. One more hit. Roshan down, but Excess Vampire, he snatches the Aegis to the Immortal. It's the perfect connection. Four-staffing back out. And another Fisher block. They just keep controlling him. They learned how to build a wall. It's not cement, it's rock.
Man, that Echo Slam, he missed again, but at least he snatched the Roche. Dream doesn't have ulti for the next 15 seconds.
Yeah, but that's still 15 seconds. You can't kill him in that time. Another three-man Fidget, Excess Vampire, one of his best heroes. He's showcasing why. Moonmeander will fall, Christmas will buy back. Everyone keep the aura. Goodbye, Aegis the Immortal. Yes. Back to the world living in just a second as the BKB Naga has just walked off. Crystalmane's coming back over. Vampire most definitely dead from the trees.
Tower is under attack.
This game's still not over, Toby. 36 minutes in.
It's back to split push now, right?
I don't think the split push is going to be that effective at this point of the game because Viper has a lot of items, has that Paladin Sword, full Mjolnir, almost full Butterfly. He wants to have evasion just so that they can't burn his mana. Cheese on Viper. At least they got one.
Yeah. But they lost the big one. Like they needed that to force an issue. Now Lincoln Sphere over on Puck. Survivability is really starting to arrive for Gambit. I say starting to arrive. It was already there for the Naga. It's just everyone else who's getting it.
I'm out. Silence.
And map controls can be so important for Gambit. This is why I was also looking for like the split push game, because you push him away from the outpost, you push him away from the bounty rooms and keep fighting basically at their tier 3s.
Aghanim Scepter queued up for Alchemist. I assume that's going to be thrown onto Abaddon. Like, you want to give it to him.
Do you want to give it to him, or do you want to give it to
see some coils?
You want to see that? See, I want to actually see Moonmeander's ultimate. I think they need to be able to shut down these BKBs, because it feels like Gambit keeps grouping up so much, it's maybe more effective.
Last time I checked, he was going for Ags, but has
nothing on him now.
Scepter had 2,000 gold. I guess that was his buyback. No. Where did he go? Where did his gold go?
Maybe it's sitting on the courier that's right next to the secret shop.
Oh, that's Envy using his courier for sure.
Because it's just sitting there, slightly off the side. Efficiency time. So he can buy the point booster and still have tons of money left over. So there's the outpost gathering. 38 minutes out. Well, 38 minutes in, I should say. Out from the start.
We were talking about long games, Toby. We might be in for one.
Hell yes! It's what I always wanted. Actually, just to see a 70-minute game. We've got 32 minutes left on the clock before we get to that point. But maybe then, like, how many of these 70-minute items we're going to have? Like, I hope our observer is up to the task to hover over items so we can, like, let's just break everything down.
So we can know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Because you've never seen those in your pubs? Yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go, Gambit.
Radiant
In the trees, ready to fight. GPK comes the first one out. Blood Rider's going to be good with the jump forward. Look for GPK, quick four-staff away. Dream call in the back lines, keeping PandaS controlled. More Ruptors making their way, so Bryle has to stand his ground and continue to fight. But GPK's a low on life. Great over for the finisher. Once again, splitting this FP team in half away from the targets they want while Song of the Siren. FNG's going to be the first to die in this entire fight. Moon will not join him. It's pretty damn low. And fighting PandaS get exactly what they want. A huge core, soaking up the abilities. And what do they really lose? Nothing of value.
They don't have a target to go for. Like, the ideal target is to kill either Disruptor, burn mana on Abaddon, or try to kill a Treant. And they can't do it. Man, Bloodseeker, if he uses Blood Ride on him, like he just straight up dies. There's the first Aghanim Scepter on Alk.
We'll see who walks over.
I see Abaddon approaching.
I'm also seeing Disruptor approaching. Who's it gonna be? Snake is like, give it to me. It gave it to Snaking. I'm slightly disappointed, but I'm okay. Because there'll be another one in about 3 minutes. This is the best thing for an Alchemist when you get more control of your map. But then again, the side lane's pushed in so hard. Dream's attacking the top. He TP'd there instantly after the fight. Puck went past the creep wave and started pushing in the bottom.
If it was against any other hero than Treant, then it would be super effective. Right now, it's just the chip damage.
Welcome to 40-minute. Princess Knife, the first drop.
Disruptor, yeah, I like what he's doing. He wants to get that Eon Death so that he can't die, and I assume he's going to be next in the line for that Aghanim Scepter.
I think I just saw Envy buy two point boosters. Ready to get like both of them. One after the other. Love it. So Gambit, time to just chill and relax for a little bit more. Third row Charm, maybe we start looking towards that timer at one point. The Leveler, the next item to drop as well. Because all of this is going to keep dropping for the Alchemist because he's burning through everything. Queued up yet again, another Aghanim Scepter. This one is on the Disruptor, so big Aghanim's upgraded ultimate. Very problematic for Gambit if they do get caught out. These BKBs are not going to be as effective anymore. Depending on their timings, of course.
Yeah, Envy at this point just feels unkillable. Like, they need to deal with the rest. Live Alchemist.
Like, isolate him somehow.
Yeah.
Flicker.
I would love to see some disarm, maybe. Heaven's Halberd wouldn't be too bad, because he dishes out way too much damage. His attack speed is insane. And also, with that Basher, like, Bloodseeker can't get close to him. Or he needs Butterfly to have evasion.
I feel like AUI is just trying to trigger a response on the top lane. Is anybody up here? There's a creep wave and a half pushing down the bottom lane. Fighting PandaS have to keep a close eye on just these side lanes. Doesn't take much to get down there. You BT down, then you just TP scroll back to a tier 2. And push once more. AUI looking for excess Vampire. Four-staffed himself up into the tree line. And, well, begins his TP. AUI will commit the overgrowth, so excess Vampire has to stand here. Stun number 1. Need to throw out the second one at the right time to be able to have the time to blink. But nope. Trial gets in range, gets the chip damage in. And no way to get that blink dagger off cooldown.
The problem is Earthshaker does not have any heroes to go into.
Yeah, but
like, even if they clump up,
3.
yeah, there's still this Abaddon with Aghanim Scepter upgrades.
Oh, good glimpse. The BKB?
Full HP.
Yeah. The rest of the illusions actually went towards the mid lane. Trying to beat into that tier 3 tower, but yeah, it just means AUI has got more repair work to do. He's a craftsman.
I wish he had repair kit, repair tool. Like, there's no way you're killing a building.
Alright, Spell Prism is the latest item up for Gambit. I don't think I've actually had a game where I had a Spell Prism drop.
Yeah, because most games finish around 30-35 minute mark.
That is being the average, for sure.
We could see the heat map. They were just moving on their own side most of the time.
Got the vision.
He needs the BKB.
Pulling GPK, and yeah, another defensive BKB being burnt. These things' duration are going to be so low now. Everyone starts their TPs back. Snaking Nose needs to keep the bottom lane pressured out, because the Naga Illusions will take care of the mid. They're continuously farming up the jungle, and another wave will be sent towards the top lane. So 4-man smoke up from Gambit, from inside their base, well away from, I'd say, from any Radiant vision. But right now, I'm struggling to find a Radiant Observer Ward that's planted on the map.
They got ninja gear on side of Panda, but not the best hero to carry it. Like, you want to have hero who can assassinate, solo kill someone on the side lane, cast smoke, but that's not the thing here. Like, they want to just group up and go as 5.
This is nice warding coming down now from Gambit. They're preparing for the next Roshan. He's still a little bit away. That courier, lucky to survive, but hey, that's why it's got extra abilities, and that's Bryle's heart. Now on the Viper, maybe you can give that Paladin sword and everything else sitting in his backpack to somebody else who may need it.
What if you just destroy your own items and have 6 neutrals?
See, that's... It's like,
you don't even buy items.
You have to say, like, it's the only ones you can destroy.
You can destroy your own.
Yeah, but that would just be so... Well, that would be a really stupid game if you reach that point. Just give it all to your courier, let it fight with it all. That's what it's about, right? You've already hit the level 25 Viper, level 25 Alchemist.
We need that level 30.
This'll come in handy.
We need the Dagon fleet, is what we need.
Some Dagons, Meteor Hammers on couriers.
Yeah. Hey, you know, Eternal Envy will be able to afford it if this game continues on. Oh, Envy. Smoke's gonna break. Orb was flying up, but they already see the creeps burning and being pulled off. That's so much money. 2 creep waves? Just a creep wave.
He's Mjolnir doing so much damage because I think he already used 3 Aghanim Scepters. With each use, he gets the extra spell amp.
Look at the banked gold. 6.5 and 7.2. What are you waiting for? Eternal Envy's waiting to kill off FNG. Attempted dewarding. Gives the easiest kill in the world. 420 gold, so now Puck can keep up with the Alchemist.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Like, you need to start transitioning this Puck into damage dealer. Bottom lane.
There's Naga Illusions once again, and another creep wave.
Keeps pushing in, doing nothing.
Dire's middle tower.
Dream at least take the outpost. They can't keep control of the map. Like, even if you want to push up high ground, it still feels like there's an absolute nightmare to do it, because you could just lose the fight. Into Echo Slam, into potential like Dream Pull you can't break free of. Now Naga's getting a Shadow Blade. All right.
I assume she just wants the
silver?
No, I assume she just wants to find Disruptor before the fight starts and kill him.
Okay.
Like, you need to start swapping items, so after you pop a BKB, you need something else in your inventory.
Flappy and Alchemist are so quick at cleaning up waves. But they're always seeming to, like, they have to respond to the split push of Gambit. And Gambit can get very elusive. Like, they have a Puck. They're looking towards Roshan. He is up. Maybe they can actually kill him pretty quick as well. TP support's coming over. That's going to be a Batten arriving in the mid lane. That one look creep needs to go in. Roshan already dead. They're way too late, and it's a refresher. Cheats. Yep. This looks like they're giving the refresher orb over to Dream. It was picked up by Shashlo at the very beginning. So yeah, it's actually still on him now.
Double coil, double silence, just to control the fight.
A Puck that doesn't actually keep a Groove Bow in inventory. My, how the meta has changed. Grove Bow. I think it sounds better as a Groove Bow, but it's a Grove Bow. Envy. Feels like he's on the hunt once again. Jumping forward towards GPK. Charge Flow trying to help him out at the moment. A quick little force up. GPK protected by the Lincoln Sphere for the moment. Glimpse. That's a long one all the way back into base.
Man, these Fishers were on point throughout the whole game. You don't necessarily need to stun people, just block them off so they can't approach the team fight from the angle that they want.
Excess Vampire is such a good hit. Oh, Song of the Siren. Snaking and Bryle being caught. GPK is going to be nearby and turn it off right now. You'll get the quick silence. BKB off from Bryle. Snaking won't be so lucky if he's got borrowed time. It's a great storm from Mumian. However,
what a static storm!
Caught in the back lines. They had no way to reply. ES will buy back. He's TPing over towards the Shrine. And they want to bring down somebody. Who have they got? Eternal Envy. FNG's up. All the Pyjamas coming in from both sides. We're back to a full lineup. Eternal Envy still on the run. Same with Snaking the Fisher. Holds them up on the high ground. Tarkor flies forward, but they do not want to have this fight. Everyone being up.
Oh, casual double damage for him. He was running with the Rupture on. Everything they have, they just throw on him. The shield, the Solar Crest, Living Armor, and he goes in. So 2 buybacks committed.
He's still
actually 3 because Viper bought back. So
yep.
he needs to be careful about his positioning.
But you knew it from Gambit, like they needed to have their 2 remaining teamfight ultimates, but the fact that Static Storm caught them in the back lines, Moon Meander's positioning couldn't have been better. So they have to wait for high ground. You almost have to let the tier 2 tower drop. And the only thing that would make maybe the Pandas fall back a little bit is if someone TP towards the top lane and added a little bit of pressure up there.
Dire's bottom tower has
Now the top lane's pushing in, but they have BOTs to deal with.
No, it's a moon shard consumption now. You know what he should start to do? He should consume the Ags himself if he hasn't done so, because that gives him more bonus damage.
I think everyone on his team has Ags at this point.
But I feel like it's like for every single person who has Ags, like he gets a bonus.
What if you could give Ags to enemies? Just to get extra damage?
Extra damage? I don't think that would be worth it. And she finishes a butterfly. Wait, didn't he already have that?
I think he just bought it.
Yeah, he just bought it. I thought it was the Naga who has the butterfly as well. Sold the Radiance.
Yeah, I mean, you can afford to sell Radiance in the late game because you have the cleave talent, so you really don't care about that Radiance burn.
This will come in handy.
Hey, Stern. That only comes in handy when you don't want to put your Chemical Rage on, because you've already got the Chemical Rage movement speed talent. But and a thing that increases your farm rate, right? So top lane pushes him, 50-minute mark. It's still a 1-1 outpost split. While Pandas may be on the defense, they've already shown they've got more than enough to fight, especially if they can control that Puck and ES.
Puck just bought a BKB.
Really? Huh. Feels like he needs like some almost better control in this fight.
I mean, if he gets inside a static storm, that's not going to help him.
FNG smoke broke. He needs a ward on the hillside. That's just a sentry planted down by Moon Meander. Alchemist is TPing in right now. They're going to get right into the middle of the fight. Right in the Naga. The Storm is perfect once again. But no Dream. She's out. Lets the Song and the Siren go. The TP outs will also begin from everybody. A huge disengage from Gambit. And everyone is away safely. And hey, Naga TPing towards the mid lane. Pushing it down again.
I can't believe that didn't caught her inside the static storm.
Yeah, how did she get out of that? I almost want to like, see a slow motion replay of it all. Walks to the edge. Over in a barrel.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still tier 3 tower standing, Toby.
Mm-hmm. Status quo. 51 minutes. Hang on, we wanted a 70, right? We wanted 1. Or maybe we didn't want it, but maybe we're going to get it anyway. You could feel it when you had an Alchemist versus Naga. Like we're back at like TI3. Or TI2. Both.
Naga Siren is not gonna get like any stronger. She can get Aghanim Scepter, heal people up, get the Moon Shard. But it's not that big of a difference.
Abaddon just revealed himself in the mid, so they'll feel like maybe they have the numbers, and they do. 5v4 on top. Good Observe Warden Sentry down. Dream's coming in close. Smoke is now going to break on him, but they found the best target they could have. Disruptor, he needs 9. The Storm is out. Naga this time won't be able to get out. The Overgrowth trying to hold him in position. Disruptor will go down finally, but really, at what cost? He got everything he wanted. Actually, no, he's not even dead yet. Now he finally will. FNG letting go the Echo Slam, but he dies so quickly. The BKB protecting the Viper who just flapped his way to victory. And all huge abilities down for Gambit apart from Song.
He died during casting Echo Slam. Naga has a buyback, like she just disappeared. Once again, the itemization from Moon Meander has that Eon Desk, which actually kept him alive so he could use the Static Storm. I'm not sure if they were aware of that item.
My god, they actually took a tier 3 tower on bottom. And the illusions, it's not even the real ones, are killing off the melee ranks. They can't kill him. Oh, okay, the shield pops. That's what will do the job. But Naga Siren very much stranded, and Disruptor moving over. Dream in Viz, but Moon Meander doesn't have any vision. But Dream keeping that pressure on. So for all that fine, for everything the Pandas got, they still can't push high ground. And we're seeing the power of like the Shadow Blade, the ability to actually split push even more aggressively and then just hide on the side.
If Naga Siren dies, this game is just straight up over.
Mm-hmm. They needed to buy 27 seconds. Got to clean up that wave in the back lines. Charge Flow's already on it. Song of the Siren. This will buy time for a little bit of backdoor protection to arrive. Sentry ward's already down. FNG doesn't want anything to do with it. 14 seconds now. Still no creep wave, but yeah, they can just burn through. Puck is continuously creep skipping as far as Shashlo can go. But backdoor protection doesn't stop against this level of damage.
Yeah, the extra attack speed they get from Curse and the AC, it's more than enough to bring it down.
Yes, TP to the front lines, gonna look for a fissure block up. What's he really got? Snaking. That's not a hero. He knows he can get Eternal Envy, beginning his own TP out. Dream, has he got to control Envy? Cancelling that TP. Is he baiting them into an engagement? Puck is still creep skipping out. Disruptor is nearby, so watch the vision game. Quick little orb, Moon, looking for the Thunder. Can't get it off in time, so can't keep the vision.
He needs to pop Ender Yule Scepter to get through that Lincoln's on Puck. What are they doing? They're just chasing Puck.
Yeah, they ran back for it. I guess you took a mid lane of melee racks. Like that's something. Now you smirk up and look for another fight. Alchemist, the only one not inside of that. MKB, the only fresh item for Gambit in a while, and that's on the Bloodseeker. As everyone's moving towards the outpost. Who's going to be in close? Exus Vampire, he knows he needs a huge ultimate here. Envy, TPing once again to the front lines. The bounty runes are down, and they're all looking to be gathered. Mass TPs towards the top. Looking for the others, and also to push out the waves.
Tribute to my house.
Another Ags. Crystal Maiden has it.
Our own. This game really is just pulling forward. 55 minutes now.
Gambit does not want to take a fight right now. They just want Naga to get her buyback online, because if she dies, they know it's over.
830 CS, 718 on the Alchemist, but Naga has the cake for the moment.
36 on the
top lane. Naga could be looking for a little bit of a play on the bat. No. Everyone's a little bit too far away, and they don't know the vision game. And it feels like every single time a fight happens, like Envy just BTs onto the hero being initiated on. And snaking is a guaranteed vessel to the front line.
Radiant are scanning.
Illusion.
They have 4 frontliners. So many saves. It's really hard to approach this fight. Like, I can't imagine in Gambit's head what's happening right now. Like, how do we win? Like, there's no chance for good Echo Slam because Abaddon will just mitigate all the damage even if they group up as 5.
This actually has to be terrible. It's like the worst drop now. We don't even want the Aghanim's upgrade. Everyone's already got it. Well, be dropped on down. Roshan, Aegis the Immortal claimed. Leaving space for cheese. The Gambit will be really heavily tested now. TP's coming to the bottom lane. That side lane push. A very dangerous thing. GPK just at the right time. TPing away from Moon as well as snaking. It's kind of funny because the dust triggered. I mean, the smoke triggered, so they're just wondering where he is.
I think it's go time for PandaS. I mean, I've been saying that for last, 40 minutes, that it's go time, but Naga is just giving them too much trouble. They know she doesn't have buyback at this point, and with Aegis and Cheese, they should try to end it.
It's actually kind of funny. I don't know if it's like, you only get gifted the extra damage for the Aghanim Scepter you gift, but by consuming the Roshan Aghanim Scepter, it actually limits how much damage Envy can have. You get the Aghanims for free, obviously, but just thinking. Trial, beaten into the tier 3 tower. Does not care, goes full Flappy. And the tier 3 tower is already taken. The racks, both of them will fall to Gambit. They were trying to push the top lane out, but they have to make a choice here.
They can go through that backdoor protection if Envy starts hitting it.
Not for the moment. There he is. TP forward, over, Park. Quick jump away to safety. And they're coming in for that last mid lane of racks. ES ready to jump into the back lines. There's another creep wave to work with. Fissure already out. Hits the Echo Slam, one of the 2 in the back lines, but Puck through quickly. Yule Scepter up and towards the air. Caught inside the storm. Moon Meander timing so perfect. Aegis Vampire and Shashlo, they're just trying to break free for the moment. Getting closer back towards the storm. Shashlo having to BKB himself. And then Illusionary Orb jump himself to safety.
These are mega creeps. There's no doubt about it. Racks are just gone. Look at this attack speed.
Ridiculously high. Envy gonna BKB. He's TPing all the way home. Glimpse, GPK, get away from him. Fissure, it may be nice. Shashlo has the Dream Coil available. Going to catch out to AUI, hanging in the tree lines. Eternal Envy's already returned back to the fight. He's still Rupture, walking his way forward. Snaking is low, but can they kill him off? Shashlo is trying to do the job, but now the overgrowth. Once again, GPK too far away from the rest of his team. Thunderstrike up. Can Shashlo at least get this jaunt away to safety? Yes, he can, but they also have GPK. Another Thunderstrike and another Glimpse, pulling it back in range of Bryle. And GG is called. Gambit have realized they've been beaten the head against a wall.
Don't underestimate Envy. These are